How you folks all doing out there again today? It's Mojo's Bourbon here with another side-by-side, not really a side-by-side-by-side. As you can see here, I got some close to 100 proof whiskeys lined up. Let's see which one I might like the best, the differences between the few, and we got some decent whiskeys here that I've tried all before. Just wanted to give you guys a honest and forthcoming review here, and figured I'd do a couple videos today, my first few videos, and figured these would be a couple good ones to start with. And we got the Old Forrester 1897 bottled in bond, which means it's got to be 100 proof and aged for at least 4 years. We got the Belle Meade Reserve, which typically used to be a cask strength, but now they're going for a more uniform bottle, so they brought it down to 108 proof, as you can see here. And we have Cooper's Craft, which is one of my father's personal favorites, normal whiskey. This is their 100 proof offering, and as you can see here, we got them all poured up. And we're gonna, get the taste in here. First, I always like to take a look at the color. We got a nice light caramel here on the Old Forrester. Pretty much the same on Belle Meade. It looks a little more oily, I would say. It almost has like a film of oil. Probably a little bit older juice, I'd assume, or maybe mixed with some older juices. I'm pretty sure that is the truth with that. And Cooper's, I didn't do too much research on. My dad's more into this one, but it is a really good whiskey. And from Brown-Forman. And let's go for it. First, we'll start with the Old Forrester. With the Old Forrester 1897, a lot of people like the 1920 and 1910 a lot more. I have tried both of those, and they are good whiskeys. All the Old Foresters to me are kind of similar, but it's to me a sweet oak with a slight char. Really nice finish, not too much of a burn, not too much of a aftertaste. Just really balanced, good 100 proof whiskey for the price. If you could find it and never tried it, definitely worth grabbing. Run of the mill, nothing too complex or special here. Just really decent whiskey. In the nose, you get some caramel. Maybe a slight hint of a cinnamon, maybe a little citrus in there. Slight citrus, slight cinnamon, mostly caramel and oak. And the same with the taste, maybe a little vanilla in there also in the back end. Pretty pleasant, nice drinker. We'll go to the Belle Meade next. The Belle Meade Reserve. Oh wow! So with the Belle Meade Reserve, you get a lot more oak. It's almost like it's going to be a little bit harsh or hot, and then it washes away really quickly, and it finishes well. But the oak is a lot more strong on this than the Old Forester. You almost get a strong char with the oak, whereas the Old Forester's a lot more sweet side by side. You get some barrel tan in them, probably because of the older barrels mixed in. Really pleasant, a lot of characters, but guys that like heavy oak and char would enjoy the Belle Meade more, I feel, than the Old Forester. I typically don't like a lot of heavy oak and char. Not that it's overly oaked or charred, but it is more so than the Old Forester. But this is a pleasant oak and char. It's not overdone. Um, Pleasant whiskey also to drink. I'm going to go for the Coopers now. Coopers on the nose is actually pretty boring to me after, just trying those 130s also, but a lot more mild and sweet. More so like the Old Forester than the Belle Meade. Probably, I'm guessing that there's a younger whiskey in this Coopers as well. Now, I can't say for sure because I haven't done too much research on it, but I'm sure in the upcoming videos, if I do decide to do these all by themselves or with against other whiskeys, similar whiskeys, then I'll dwell more into the histories and share more as I learn more with you. But I'm gonna dive in here. Okay. Now with the Coopers, um, it's basically just a more pronounced version of their normal blend. I feel their normal batch. Now, while it is a very good whiskey, it's far less complex and distinctive than the Belle Meade or the Old Forester. It is a really good whiskey, very drinkable. You get a light caramel, some young oak, almost like a fresh oak, not like a char. With the Belle Meade, you get a deep char, an older oak. Oh yeah, and you get more of a warmth and a hug with it. With the Cooper and the Old Forester, they they're different, but they're similar in the aspect of drinkability. With the Belle Meade, there's a lot more oak. And I'm just gonna chalk that up to maybe the mixed, the older mixed barrels that were included. They're all really good whiskeys, very drinkable. Now for the hard truths though. Of all these whiskeys, of which would be my favorite, side by side by side, I'd have to pick the Old Forester. Now, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that the Belle Meade cost the most and are sitting around $70. It's really good juice. For the price, it's really balanced. It's drinkable, not overly oaked. Normal Belle Meade sour mash, I wouldn't hit a cat in the ass with. I tell people that all the time. I don't recommend buying it, but this is a juice that I would recommend buying. Maybe just one. I would not buy multiples or a bunch to keep around. Maybe just one. Definitely over the normal sour mash. The Coopers is really good also. And for the price and value, it's probably a better whiskey than both of these two. But for me, it's just a little too bland. It's a little too much close to the normal Coopers. No complexity. I hate to say it, but it's boring, drinkable, good whiskey. And I say boring in a bad way, but there's nothing wrong with this whiskey. It's for the value. It's awesome. But between the three, to be honest, I have to go with the Old Forester. And I'm surprised by that.
Uncle Ryan is trying to scare you.